Obey me, or she dies, apprentice.
Hey guys, this is Darth from the Scoundrels Cantina, and welcome to another episode of A Star Wars Story. In this video, I'll be telling you the story of the clone of Galen Marek, in other words, known simply as Starkiller. If you didn't watch our previous Starkiller video, just be sure to check it out, because it links to the story we're about to tell. And as always, we're mixing the expanded universe and canon in this video, just like in any other A Star Wars Story video. So, let's begin. When the original Starkiller stormed the Death Star in a bid to rescue the captured Rebel Alliance leaders, Emperor Palpatine presented him with the opportunity of killing Darth Vader and replacing him as Palpatine's Sith apprentice. While Starkiller refused, perishing in the ensuing battle with Palpatine to provide his friends the means to escape, Vader was at least made aware of Palpatine's long-standing desire to replace him with a more able apprentice. Now earnestly pursuing the idea of the secret apprentice to help him assassinate Palpatine, Vader preserved Starkiller's body, taking it to Kamino and extracting cells to clone the Force Adept. Due to the difficulty in cloning Force sensitives, many of the initial clones were deformed and aberrant monstrosities. As the process was refined, the clones became increasingly stable, though many still succumbed to madness after a period of a few months, at which point Vader would simply move on to training another test subject. The Starkiller clone, designated as Subject 1138, was just the latest in a long line. Subject 1138 particularly impressed Vader enough for him to hope that this version might become the first success, but as with the others, he inherited Marek's powers and skills at the cost of receiving his emotions as well, a side effect of memory flashes used in training process. Like those who came before him, the clone could not free himself from the emotional imprints passed on by Marek, especially his personal attachment to Captain Juno Eclipse, a former Imperial pilot stationed on Marek's starship, the Rogue Shadow. As with Marek, the clone's dedication to the dark side of the Force was undermined by Eclipse as he steadily became obsessed with her. When Vader judged him to be another imperfect copy, the clone escaped from the Kamino and embarked on a personal journey to find Eclipse. Lacking a name of his own and refusing to take the one that belonged to his template, he was known by Marek's callsign, Starkiller. Immediately after his escape from Kamino, Starkiller's first stop on his quest was the planet Kota, where he rescued General Rahm Kota, Marek's informal Jedi mentor, during this process which took place in the city of Tarko Say and its arena. There the Garag was released by Baron Tarko. Starkiller engaged the giant beast in combat and quickly discovered that it possessed considerable power. The Garag destroyed the platform they were on, swallowed the Baron, and grabbed General Kota. Following that, the Garag fell into the arena, the entire structure collapsed under the creature's weight, and also tumbled down into the depths. Starkiller jumped after the creature, and after a long struggle while falling, he was able to hurt the Garag. He then used the Force to burst through the creature's torso, which caused the Garag to release Kota from the grip. Kota was able to use a device to call the Rogue Shadow and escape with Starkiller. The Garag then fell into one of the canyons on Kota. His desire to find an identity for himself led him to Dagobah, where a brief encounter with the revered Jedi Master Yoda and an epiphany allowed him to glimpse into the future. This vision offered him insights as to the whereabouts of Captain Eclipse, by then a rebel, stationed on the flagship Salvation. Darth Vader used Starkiller's obsession with her to his own advantage and hired the infamous bounty hunter Boba Fett to abduct and transport Eclipse to Kamino in an attempt to lure Starkiller back to his homeworld. While Boba was on board the Salvation, he was accompanied by Darth Vader's Terror soldiers and Terror droids. The Terror droids and soldiers distracted Starkiller while Boba abducted Juno Eclipse and escaped to Kamino with her. Contacting Kota, Starkiller demanded that Kota order the attack on Kamino so he could go rescue Juno from Darth Vader. Then Starkiller experienced a Force vision where he stood victorious over a defeated Darth Vader and raised his blade to finally end the Sith Lord's life. Before he could deliver the final blow, he was impaled from behind by a lightsaber through the chest. He saw that his killer's face was exactly like his own. It was another clone of Galen Marek, deeply absorbed in the dark side of the Force and much more powerful. The Alliance fleet launched a massive attack on Kamino, and using the Alliance's military assets helped Starkiller achieve his own personal goal. In the midst of the battle, Starkiller kamikazed the critically damaged Salvation into Kamino and smashed a hole into Mirror City. He fought his way through the city with the help of Rahm Kota and his rebel militia all the way to Darth Vader, where he confronted him. The clone proved to be as strong as his template and incapacitated Vader with a powerful blast of Force lightning, thus rescuing Juno Eclipse and also allowing the rebel soldiers to place him under arrest. Through Starkiller's involvement, the assault on Kamino became the Rebel Alliance's first major victory against the Empire in the Galactic Civil War. Afterward, Starkiller and Eclipse were assigned to personally transport their Sith prisoner to the Alliance secret headquarters on Dantooine to await trial and execution for his crimes against the galaxy. Although sometime later, Darth Vader escaped and the events of the Battle of Yavin and the destruction of the first Death Star happened. It is unknown what happened to Starkiller after this, but we like to believe that he settled down with Juno Eclipse due to the fact that his whole story is based on his personal goal of saving Juno. Anyway guys, this is it on the story of the clone of Starkiller, and I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new about the vast galaxy of Star Wars. And if you want to support this channel, smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one, and remember guys, God is awesome, may the Force be with you always, and join the dark side, you rebel scum.
This party's over.